The motion is this household arrange students in classroom based on their intelligence and academic performance rather than on their age. So, what I want from this debate is I want students to be based on class, based on their intelligence and their academic performance. The current status quo is that students are being arranged or class group based on their age. So the same age have the same standards of curriculum subject, and as they get older, they will have more advanced subject. What I mean is that this what they are learning will get harder and harder. So, uh, so it's like this basically. So students born in the year 2000 will get the same curriculum and subject. Maybe in science, they will get subjects about plants, animals, and birds, or etc. And as they get older, the science subject will be about DNA, chemistry, cells, and etc. This is what I mean by harder and harder. So why the status quo is here in the first place? The status quo is here in the first place because people believe that students should be able to learn step by step, level by level. They believe that students should learn the basics, and they will get, and as they grow older, they will learn subjects that are much harder and harder as they already learned the basics. But the problem here is that, but before I get into the problem, is that I want to acknowledge that it is actually good. This system is actually good. That student learning the step by step, student learning step by step is good. It's actually beneficial for the students as they know why there is this subject and how it advanced. But the problem here is that students at the same age have different capabilities. There are students that are faster at learning, and there are also students that are slower and less understanding than the others. For example, in real life, is that there are cases where kids, 12 or 13-year-old kids, already finished university's material and already get a degree or something. And there are also fifth graders who fail in their grades and fail in their class and can't advance their grade. This is what I mean by the slow learning students. So that is why I believe that the current situation is harmful for both the fast learning students and the slow learning students. So that is why I want school to be based on and arranged based on their intelligence and academic performance instead of basing them on their age. So basically, the mechanism will be students will be evaluated or being tested like an IQ test, and they are arranged. So after this IQ test, testing their understanding and abilities, they will be grouped together based on their understanding. So students at the same level of understanding will be grouped together regardless of their age. The fast will be grouped together, and slow and the less faster student will be grouped together. So that is the mechanism, and this will be closely monitored so that the as students that cannot follow with the class will be adjusted, or students who are able to follow will be adjusted to. What I mean is that from the fast learning class can be moved to the slow learning class, and the slow learning class can be moved to the advanced class according to the capabilities. So it will be closely monitored and tested, so it can change over time. With this, I believe that the impact is that the students, the faster learning students, will be able to achieve its full capabilities, its potential, by not being held back by the curriculum, as they already understand this subject. They won't need to follow the curriculum and keep studying the subject, but they can learn into the next subject, the more advanced subject, as they already learned the first subject. And the slow learning students, if they still cannot learn the first subject, they will be guided and closely and being monitored, and so that they can achieve their potential or seek their potential, and teacher can develop, and teacher can help him to develop his abilities. And as every student are different and special, and with this, maybe there are some concerns that as students, older students and younger students may not cooperate together or able to learn together. But actually, this has been tested in the Montessori program. So what the Montessori program did is that it makes students age. So one class, it's not all 5-year-old, but there is 5, 4, and 6-year-old. So what happened is that in the Montessori program is that the older student learn to take care of the younger student, and the younger student can learn from the older students, as they can behave more behaviourly. And in the case of studies, it may help that the older students doesn't want to lose to the younger students, so that they will be motivated to study more. And the younger students can be guided and helped by the older students. This is something that will happen if we implement this program. I know that this program is still not. This program is not perfect. There is still some problem. Like, can the teacher follow through with this program, and can the student adjust? Will the parent worry? I know, but what we know is that this is not a program that is not widely used. There is still potential in it. But the thing is, we know that our current education system have problem, and we need to fix this problem. As I told you, that the younger and faster students. So for the sake of the future of the people, we need, even though it is hard to implement, maybe it will be hard to implement this problem, but it is still worth it. That is all from me. Thank you.